Look at how pretty. Beautiful, beautiful cherry blossoms on this tree here. Are those cherry blossoms? I don't know. It's Monday morning. I have 24 hours in DC, so the plan is to see a bunch of monuments and go to a bunch of museums because the museums here are free. Look at this. That's the Washington Monument right there. Highest point in all of DC. I believe that's true. I don't know if that's true. I think it's the highest point in all of DC. Yes, it's true. I fact-checked it, and at 555 feet, the Washington Monument is also the tallest stone structure in the entire world. Remember that scene in Forrest Gump where he goes running through this reflection pool to get Jenny? Jenny! Hey! Continuing our tour of DC monuments, here we have the Lincoln Monument. Sorry, the Lincoln Memorial, not monument. What's the difference between a monument and a memorial anyway? A monument is a statue, a building, or another structure that's erected to commemorate a person or an event, whereas a memorial is erected to remember. It's kind of the same thing. So this guy named Nick reached out on Twitter. He said he's in the Capitol. He's gonna show me around the Capitol building in like 15 minutes. It's all the way on the other side of the Washington Monument over there. So it's like a 30-minute walk to get there. So Nick, I'm sorry I'm gonna be late. FYI, one day, not nearly enough time to explore all of DC. You need at least a week. At least a week, probably more. So I just met Nick. He's gonna take me around the Capitol building.
What's going on, guys? Welcome.
Where are we right now?
So we're in the crypt in the U.S. Capitol. Originally intended for George Washington. He died before it was done. Martha Washington didn't want to get buried here anyway, so they're down the river. This is the first stop on a tour of the Capitol. It's where thousands and thousands of people from U.S. around the world come and get to see what our government's all about. So this is a tablet that was laid to commemorate the original cornerstone, which is somewhere below here. I'm talking cornerstone laid by George Washington, at the start of the country. 1810, 1860. This was the room.
The entire government was in this building.
For the most part. I mean, I'm not a historian, but passing the bar, lawyers, that's the bar.
Wow.
You have to be a lawyer to pass that bar. This is the very simplistic view of Washington, right here in the mall, looking west. Washington Monument, Lincoln Memorial.
Okay, so this is where I was like 15 minutes ago.
I bet you swung down.
And I tried.
Past the castle, right? And I found we linked up right here. So we're sitting literally almost in the middle of the dome.
Wow.
You can put the Statue of Liberty in here without the pedestal. It's amazing.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
This is what we're looking at when you're walking around DC and you see the dome.
Here. Yep. I think it was fairly junior when he was in the house. He sat in the back.
Wow.
That's where his desk was. It's crazy. I'm standing right here.
Do they force you guys to learn all this stuff?
No. So when family's in town or friends are in town, I love taking them on tour. You make up a fact here or two, but for the most part, it's all true.
Who knew there was like a little indoor amusement park in a Capitol building?
Pretty wild. Underwhelmingly short.
Yeah, it's like a 1-minute ride. This is the subway
that we just read. So this is a committee room.
Wow.
Congress has committees to put out legislation. This is the Armed Services Committee room, and this is where the magic happens.
This is where the government governs.
C-SPAN. You can watch us on C-SPAN.
So yeah, I'd just like to make one point here. This is how the government coup is going to start, Nick. You and me. So that's where I go out, right there.
We'll go down and out, but yeah.
Thank you.
Happy to do it.
Great to meet you.
It's fun.
What a great dude. Nick, thanks for showing me around. So there's this tradition where all the US presidents at the end of their terms have their portraits done, and those portraits are put on display in a museum called the National Portrait Gallery in DC. So I wanted to share a quick little tour of that gallery because I went there and I took some videos and I thought it was a really cool place. So this is the National Portrait Gallery. So that was kind of a crazy whirlwind tour of Washington, D.C. I did a ton of really kind of random different things. But D.C. is an incredible place to be a tourist. Free museums, so many monuments and memorials that you can go check out. If you are thinking about visiting, you know, a special place in the US, think about DC. It's pretty cool. Thanks again, Nick, for reaching out and for showing me around the Capitol. That was really cool. And thank you guys for watching another episode of the Jack Coyne travel vlog series. I'm gonna be in New York a lot over the next few weeks, so I'm excited to make some New York-centric videos to share with you. I have a bunch of projects that I'm working on right now that I'm pretty excited about, but I'm gonna tell you about them later. And one last thing I wanted to leave you with, since the weather is finally turning around and it looks like spring is starting to spring. Spring is starting to spring, is that right? Spring is finally starting to spring, so I will leave you all with a tour of a bunch of flowers at the Botanic Gardens in DC. Until next time, peace out. And now a slow motion tour of the National Botanic Gardens.